Well, we got it all. Oh, we clocked in. What's going on, party people? All right, all right. Now, if this is your first time here, stop playing. You're welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer, and essentially what I do as a spiritual healer is that I help you to become the best version of yourself. And I do that obviously by, well, not, I shouldn't say obviously, I guess, but as you go along, it's going to be obvious, but obviously. Not too obvious, but will be obvious. You feel what I'm saying? Wordplay. But all of that is necessary because what we do in this channel to give is to receive, and me being a spiritual healer, which is essentially to help you to become the best version of yourself. However, in this channel, the way I go about doing that, I'll check out Lespri, by the way. I go about doing that is by using what the power of words. And as you can already see in the title, man, this this is how powerful that statement was to me. I know for me, the very first time I heard it, and I was like, what the hell is this? There was something that took place in me. It's like it was talking to me in a ways that I couldn't even understand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I truly call the power of words. So, just to give you a little bit of background, most people, they say, how, your words are powerful. We're not taking none of that away. In fact, I'm confirming that, but not necessarily the way they imply it. Because a lot of people are stuck in words definition, or perhaps maybe the intention that you put behind a word because the word is cloaking all of that, right? That's why your words are spells. And that's not just in the fucking English language. It's in all languages. When you get to know your own nature and then the sound, word, everything that is being used, and then when you understand all of it, listen, man, you're surrounded by magic, baby. But anyway, this is why the name of the game is consciousness, meaning you just need to become aware of it. Everything that's taking place in this existence is magical. In this universe, everything around us, the big unknown, what we're trying to define, it's great. It's also associated with us too. That's why you can't, because it's going to be your interpretation of it. And as that being the case, then you would have to, that's when the alignment, oh man, anyway. Mm-hmm. Hold on just a second here. Let's fill up my tea, okay? Get a little more tea, okay? Ooh, it wasn't too hot anyway. As I will be spilling the tea for you. The hell? Ah, gotta get your tea, man. Gotta get your tea, baby. Mm-hmm. I'm keeping it light. All right. So let's get right into it, guys. So again, going back to what I was saying, right? Then you realize when I'm talking about the power of words here, what we're really talking about is quotes. Those quotes. What makes them powerful? Oh man, it's a lot. The first thing we see in quotes or any type of when you look at, let's just say, poetry, lyricism, um, help me out here. Any those quotes, old saying, parables, you know, what you realize, the one thing I realize for myself, it's how all of these things are being put together, how they are being said. This is why any great speakers, we all know them. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. When you're looking at even some of the shit that Jesus was saying, oh my God, man, it was how he was saying it. The nigga said, oh my God. This nigga said, if you're looking for the kingdom of God in the heavens, the bird's gonna get there before you. And if you're looking for the kingdom of God in the sea, the fish will be there before you, man. So he's telling you that to let you know the kingdom of God is within. I'm saying, nah. I mean, shit. For what it is, hey, a great speaker is a great speaker, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it powerful. It was not a definition of anything here, but it's how what I just said to you, how that was said, but also everything that was said and what was said that I didn't even say, but I was said right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you room for you to insert yourself to bring, in other words, just by you hearing that, it's bringing something in and out of you. Man, let me get my shit. I guess I started on some bullshit already. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what makes them those sacred words. Mm-hmm. Love that, yo. I'm walling. But anyway, guys, you give me a second here. I got you, man. Don't worry about it. You already clicked on here, man, nigga. You good? You good? Don't worry about it. But okay, so now, okay. I hope I mean, it was so that's why, when we're talking about the power of words here. So most people, when it comes to power of words, we're not gonna go too much into that. But what they mean is they're talking about the definition of a word. That's why some people would say, you don't want to put other people down. You don't want to call them nigga. You don't say certain words. And other people would say, you know what, for me, I don't use profanity. This is bad words and all that good shit. This is all beautiful. Congratulations, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying none of that shit. All I'm saying is I'm speaking from a higher order here. This is all dandy. This is all good. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you into, I'm saying, hey, have at it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But also, there was a Chinese dude, what I'm saying, who came out with this book. And this is what a lot of people always use this example because he talks about, I don't know if it was a flower or water, but it doesn't really make a difference. But what he was saying was, in one hand, if it was a flower or water, they were saying, I love you, I love you, beautiful, I love you, I love you, I love you, right? And then the other one, he was just saying, fuck you, I hate you, fuck all that shit. So technically, and then that's why they were saying how your words are powerful. You gotta watch how you're talking to yourself. This is all good. I got listen, by all means, beautiful, 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 beautiful. However, to me, okay, this is also showing you the intention behind words, right? This is also that's what evil eyes are. When people are sending you, what I'm saying, negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I tell them I just embrace it like this. When they send me negative energy, man, I transmute the shit, nigga. And that's the secret, just so you guys know. I don't know who needs to hear this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys always talk about returning, sending back to send. You eat that shit, nigga. Eat that shit. Trust me, man. You you eat it. Eat it. Because it's part of your transformation. Like now for me, some of my haters, man, they thought they had my energy. Oh my man. All right, I'm doing too much. But anyway, going back to the conversation at hand here, guys, all right? So when we're talking about the power of words, so sure, I mean, all these things display a certain aspect to let you know that words is more than words. And just so you guys know, this is why they say some people would say the English language is a spell. Listen, all languages are spells. All fucking languages are spells because you are projecting. To spell anything and to send it out there, that's what you're doing. So when we're talking to each other, me talking to you now, hoping you will get what I'm saying, I mean, I'm projecting. Not necessarily in my case, you know what I'm saying? Because I stay right here, not just staying here, but I guess what I'm trying to say is by projection, because mm, I'm not going to go too far into this, but I'm not projecting, but I'm also projecting, right? So, um, saying all of that to say, when we're truly talking about the meaning or the power of words, to me, we're talking about how certain things are being said. This is why when you hear certain motivational quotes, it makes you feel a certain way. Like I always tell people, depending on the nature of the quote, you may either feel inspired, educate, you know what I'm saying, move, whatever the fuck it is. And this is why too, it's also when you reading or you reinforcing shit to yourself, it's all part of your creation. Oh, we're gonna be talking about the law of vibration too. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Mm. So when you look at, let's just say, poetry, lyricism, just like I was saying, they are all different respectively, like in their essence. But the one thing they all have in common is how these things are being said. And when I use the Jesus example, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he even said certain things. Man, I think, in fact, I did talk about, but I didn't emphasize on that side of it. But it's I guess. But anyway, so he said something about to the effect of, if you drink the words that come out of my mouth, because all of that was said, it's being said intentionally. Because, when you drink or eat something, you absorb it. And of course, I mean, well, Jesus did used to hang out with hoes. He used to hang out with hoes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to judge. I don't know what he meant by that. Okay. So if you want to argue the other side, I guess what I'm saying is you may have an open argument there. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga used to hang out with hoes and all that shit. The nigga telling me, yo, I gotta drink the word that's coming out of your mouth. Oh no. Listen, guys, I'm not I'm saying something greater here too though. I'm also trying to get you to see that's why this type of knowledge is called esoteric knowledge. Meaning you cannot take it literal. And everything about it is telling you, hey, don't take me literal. If you understand that. Oh, hold up, let me respond to that real quick. Oh, okay. So, you know, that's why it cannot be taken literal. I mean, have you ever drank any word like I'm drinking this? Do you see what I'm saying? So the idea here, you know, not only he's trying to emphasize this is also food for you, food for thought or for your essence, which is beyond, but he's also showing you the drink to eat and all of these things, man. You absorbing it. In other words, the Christ energy to live godly, to be a follower of God, you must become like Christ. There's a picture where, people are worshiping Christ. This is done on purpose. That picture shouldn't be that way. You looking at Christ, looking how enlightened he is, the light that inside of him, should be inspiring you to become like him. But instead, you see people are bowing in front of Christ. And that's what the church does. So that goes to show you how powerful pictures are. Not just words, symbols, and all that shit. So I'm saying all of that to say, man, there are a lot powerful things that listen, here's something else too. And then the minute, oh shit. hmm And this is why, and I'm gonna be talking about the Kabbalion too. And what I do here, it's not a belief system. This is not this God is better than that God. What we do here is trying to, well, lack of better terms, but helping you to have a deeper understanding of who you are and the reality that you're living in. This is why, for me, spirituality is the backbone of what I do. Because spirituality is it's letting you know that spirit is your reality. And all we're doing is getting to know who we are. And now that's going to set you up. That's going to set you free by understanding truly, okay, it's setting you free from what? From material or the illusion that we are surrounded by. That's where the truth comes in. That's what the truth is. And if you understand that, you take it a little bit deeper. And then that's why you need to become that truth. And you become that truth now by learning and understanding, knowing what the truth is, then now it becomes your life. Everything you do is doing you. Do you understand that? hmm And I just said, I had a short, well, I was talking about, you got to protect your asset, man. Your mind is that asset. The greatest thing you got is your mind. And this is not to sound cliche like some righteous shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, and in fact, that's what true righteousness is too, man. It's not behavior based, man. But anyway, stay righteous. How do you expect to get justice? You know what I'm saying? But you're not righteous, man. You want justice? You doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? And Jesus said something else too, man. The thief comes in to kill, steal, and destroy. Those are the people that you live with. You see what I'm saying? Those are your immediate circle, baby. But over here, what we do, man, and that's what the illusion does, it robs you from being who you truly are. When you fell for the illusion, it robs you from being who you truly are. So when you look at the picture where they are worshiping Jesus, when Jesus stands, you should have been inspired. That portrait, believe it or not, have you seen it and Jesus came in like this and somehow that light is coming into you and now you rising up to it. That's how you rise in Christ. Anyway, I don't even know why I needed to go there, but I guess the spirit was just leading me there for a second. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give some motherfuckers their medications, man. Gotta give you that medication. But anyway, I got it for you. Um, so now we're talking about the power of words, so you understand what we do here and how we do it. Those are the power of words. Because what makes it powerful is not just what is said. but it's how it's being said. And now the impact on how it's being said, it's like there's some unseen motive. That's how certain quote have the ability to bypass your conscious mind and then get your attention right away, nigga. Yeah, that's wow, shit. That's power to me. And not just that. And here's something else too. And I'm gonna say this about this statement that we're gonna be talking about today. And I guess shit, I love wisdom, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I love wisdom before I even knew I loved it. As a child, I was moved by it, man. I hit the ground. The minute I hit this fucking earth, man, I'm like, hey, man, I'm looking for my father, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was in those temples, man, asking questions, nigga. 7, 8 years old, going to church, talking to pastors and shit, reading the Bible. That's what I was doing. Hmm. I was right in front of them. They didn't know. And the proof, I was an open book. Do you see what I'm saying? I came among the darkness, man. They did not receive me. But it's okay. It's okay, though. And this is what you don't understand. Even if you throw dirt on the light, man, it's still gonna shine. You know what I'm saying? Man, how the fool just said that you can't stop the shine, man. Can't stop it, baby. Mm. But you're gonna stop yourself as you're trying to stop it, though. Mm. It's your choice. Yo, dude, yo, guys, yo, niggas. This is my best fucking emoji, dog. Yo, this emoji right there. Yeah. I mean, you might as well give this bitch a fucking scale, and that's pretty much if you're looking at the form of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the scale, man. I'm fuck, man. We fuck with the dog over here too, man. Shout out to DMX and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking of a higher dog too, though. As it is above, so it is below. I gotta give you something you can connect with. But understand, this dog was getting his instructions from the other dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I look at him, I know where he got it from. We drink from the same source, nigga. To live is to suffer, and to survive, well, you gotta find meaning in the suffering, nigga. Talk is cheap, bitch. Hmm. Let me give you the scale, motherfucker. This is the scale, man. Anybody you gonna have, man, you put up or shut up, man. If you don't know it, you're gonna feel it. There's no way out for nothing. The law of vibration also tells you that too, man. Nothing rests, man. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit excited because hey, you already know. You gotta let niggas know. But that also goes to show you, or goes to tell you, like for me when I first hear this, man, first of all, the Kabbalion, I don't know who the fuck these three initiates are. These motherfuckers, they don't know who the fuck they are. See? But the more I got to know myself though, I'm seeing how much of them I am. But see, ah, and that's what Jesus was telling you, man. Drink his words, eat his food, man. His flesh and bones. Do you understand what I'm saying? But also too, oh man, you know what I mean? That's whew, give me a second, guys. You know. But anyway, now let's see what else. Because I wanted to give you the underlying understanding of what I'm going to be talking about before I even get to it. So when you understand, like I know for me, the first time I heard that quote right there, and this is how these motherfuckers started the book before they even got into anything. Come on, man. I'm like, oh no, oh wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because that does a certain things to me, man. And again, if you're a lover of wisdom, then you know. Those quotes like, ah, shit, man, nigga. When I hear certain things, and even in fucking rap music too, when I hear something, I'm like, how the fuck did, what the fuck? It's all connected. I was listening to this South African nigga. He said some shit like, oh man, he was talking dirty. Shout out to Loaded Lux too, man. He's another one of us. He's another one of us, man. Um, this nigga said, and that goes to show you the power of words. It goes to say, I can't recall exactly how he said it, but to certain levels on how he became himself, and then he's killing any type of humility that exists in him, so he to free himself. Man, this little nigga was like, "Excuse me, sir, who the fuck is this nigga?" Mm, he got it. He got it. It's not the word, none of that shit, but the understanding, and that's what makes it godly. Jesus had that ability too. I mean, all great speakers, Buddha, all of them, because we talk in a way that should allow you to reflect. Oh, I know what I know. I know my powers, bitch. I know what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm, the other part of the word that I also want to talk about was how it acted on you. You're gonna feel it. So then again, maybe for me, because I'm a lover of wisdom, it could be like, the reason why I'm always, I feel a certain way. I'm very sensitive when it comes to it. It's like, it does that to me. It's that nourishment. It's that, oh, I got it. It's just that, I don't know, man. I fucking love it. Like, this is why, too, for me personally, man, listen, I meditate on them too. Those quotes, I have books and books and books on quotes, man. The amount of wisdom. And, oh, I didn't even talk about the wisdom yet. It's, but anyway, if I were, if I was to talk about this, it would take all day. So let's get to what we came here to talk about. So, but just to give you a little bit of background about the fucking Kabbalion, right? No, well, not necessarily the Kabbalion. You know, the Kabbalion, what these three motherfuckers did, man. Oh my God. Is that they gave you the game, bro. And this is why, for me personally, I always recommend the Kabbalion because I'm not here to tell you this God is better than that God. I'm just telling you about the life that you're living now. This is why I said to help you to be a better version of yourself. And as you do so, guess what? That's what I realized Buddha did, Jesus did, Krishna did, whoever the fuck you want to call it. This is why, for me, when I'm talking about spirituality, this is not a make believe story. Do you see what I'm saying? In other words, what I'm saying? Like, the understanding of spirituality is for you to learn how to navigate effectively in the world that you're living in. So for me, I don't know how motherfuckers somehow think they can bypass this world by not paying attention to it. That's like if you're about to cross the street and you don't know what's coming or how the fuck you get. I mean, to avoid any accident, you gotta see it, bro. You gotta be alert. But anyway, I guess where I was going with this is, I mean, I don't understand how do you even claim to you know where you're going? You don't even know where the fuck you are. Oh, that's blasphemy, man. That's illusion. That's mental illness, to be honest. No, that's what mental illness, and that's why spirituality is your only way to be sane. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be jealous of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You would allow people to be who they are. You're not projecting yourself. All of that comes with you doing your shadow work, knowing who you are. This is why I always tell niggas, man, spirituality is your best version. You have compassion, you make peace with the bullshit, you remove yourself, you learn your lesson. Because if you don't learn yours, why the fuck would you expect others to learn theirs? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. I fucking don't get it. So we're just gonna dismiss this whole world, right? And then we're gonna go somewhere else to like a gated community, a spiritual gated spiritual. You know, and this is even how you guys even describe it. You know, you come around, you know what I'm saying, and at the gate, you know what I'm saying, and God like just like I don't know you. But this is cute too, though. What I'm trying to say is, when you truly understand it, it's not outside of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of God is within, bro. You have to be the testimony of God in here, not someone else, man. This is the place where you're gonna testify, let these niggas know, hey man, there's a God. But anyway, some things are beyond me. So we're just gonna leave it there. Now let's get into this though. So in other words, what I'm saying to you is the true power of words resides in the courts or anything that is set up in that same thing. Because what you see is that the true power of words does not manifest truly in the definition of a word, but it is done how a few words may be put together. Then what you realize is that there is a bunch of stuff that is being said in those words that I didn't even imply. I mean, I implied them. That's what implying is, right? That you imply, but somehow, and then the word is also talking to you. Like these words, when I hear that, the statement that we're gonna be talking about, this shit acted out on me. You know what I'm saying? First, it hit me right here. uh, what's that? What's that? You know, and then it is what it is. But when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Man, do you feel like was it just me, or even when I first heard it, man, I felt wisdom already. Felt it. Although I didn't dive too much into it, I didn't know, and that's what we're gonna be doing too, just so you guys know. And then here's the beauty of that too. As you elevate the whole Kabbalion, as you elevate too, so is the book. Nothing changed. It was the same sentences, all of that. And as you change, and then you delve in deeper into things, and that's the beauty of it. But anyway, as the student is ready, the teacher will appear. First of all, let's address some of the most obvious shit in here. And this is why this is also esoteric knowledge too, man. So already this nigga's already telling you that, oh man, everything. And for me, let me say this. I'm gonna do my best to describe it to my ability. And that is a disclaimer for you because this is showing you how great this is, how big that shit is. And what's understood doesn't have to be explained. But I'm just gonna dance around it. Okay. Helping you to see the different aspect of that. Hmm. So I wanted to start there because for me, when I first heard it, it was just fucking me up. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, man, now if you know anything about, what is called the Tahuti principles or the Hermetics, it goes by many different names, but the Kabbalion talks about the seven spiritual laws, however the fuck, right? But before I even get there, I also wanted to let you know, and again, I'm gonna have to dance around this because this already is already talking to you, and I don't wanna. What I'm trying to do here with that statement is to add on to more is being said to you than what is already being said. It's on the house, baby. Don't worry about it. I got you. When the student is ready, man, the teacher will appear. So let's talk about, and in that statement in itself, there's a few of those laws that is already being displayed or that is already at work. So in the Kabbalah, they talk about the law of correspondence. So the readiness of the student is the reflection correspond to the teacher. As it is above, so it is below. When you start to truly understand that, or depending on how deep, and this is what it is for me, it's like at first I was hearing something, okay, I could see. And then what you truly come to understand is, or maybe as I grew into it, it's like it's the connection as it is above, so it is below. What you truly seeing is the connection between the invisible and the visible. I shouldn't say truly seeing, but listen, man, this is the beauty of this fucking knowledge. And what I'm displaying to you, I hope that it could be said without me saying it. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I'm talking to your soul too. Mm. Right? So now already you could see as it is above, so it is below, because if you didn't have that, it wouldn't reflect it. Then another law you could see that in there too is the cause and effect. 'Cause this law is technically telling you, man, there's no chances. Chance don't exist. What you think, oh, somebody's lucky, no. There's no luck. That's what this is telling you. When you think this is random, there's nothing random. The cause and effect is telling you because then there's an effect. In other words, the only way the teacher will appear is because the student is ready. Are you following what I'm saying to you so far? I'm showing you what this one statement is just, there's a bunch of shit that's being said in here. The wealth of wisdom in that shit. Then that statement is also the law of vibration. It's also reflecting, it's also reflecting the law of vibration. What is the law of vibration? What is the law of vibration is telling you? I'm just gonna go deeper with you. I got you. Right? But what I'm truly trying to get you to see is the growth, not just the growth in what I'm saying, or also the growth in me too, but it's just showing you how as you evolve, you're gonna have a different interaction with those rules. And man, and to that, you know, I, 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 I respect or I bow down to it. Now, the law of vibration, similar to cause and effect. There's a you'll see similarity. The fuck, they're all similar, but as you delve into it, they are very much different, right? So the love vibration, that's a good one, man. That's a, this is that one for me. The law of vibration, which later becomes, or people are talking about the law of or fucking attraction. Keep in mind, like I always been telling you guys, man, there's no such thing. I mean, I understand what they mean by the law of attraction, but you don't have a manifestation issue. Nobody does. If you're a human being, if you're living on this earth, you already manifested. In fact, you being born here is a manifestation to begin with. Then as you go on your life, because everybody's life is a reflection of who they are. So what the fuck is it that you're not manifesting? You don't have a manifestation issue, man. These niggas, they selling you the shit. Fuck it, I'ma fucking say that shit. They selling you that shit. It's because we're living in a fucking influential era too. Niggas want to show the big house. I was watching this nigga. This nigga does fitness, bro. Fitness. That means you work out and all that shit. Then this nigga got security guard. This nigga doing all of this, roaching at night. You know what I'm saying? Like it's become, living in a big house, and then all of this shit. And this is what we love to see. That's why they had MTV Crib. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is brilliant. All right, listen. I'm just trying to get you to see the underlying shit here. MTV Crib, all that shit. It's all part of it. You live in large, huh? You at the beach? Live your life, baby. I'm not hitting at all, baby. I'm not hitting at all. But can you also see what and why Jesus meant, like, like you can have all of this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what else? But anyway, let me cut up a little bit of that. You know, some people call it, and that's what I call it too, man. You know what I'm saying? Food for the God. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, we just a little bit different. That's why you see shaman or some of our spiritual people, you'll see these niggas, around the fire smoking their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what we do, we use the material to bring out our spirituality. That's why a lot of people, believe it or not, they don't understand. They think we are idol worshippers, but we're not at all. No one, well, I guess, in the right mind, or who knows what this is, would just worship this. But if you understand it, oh, you better wear it. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it death. They said it's the angel of death. They say a lot of stuff. I got you. My guy. Yeah, shout out to you, baby. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, the law of vibration in that little statement right there. What is it that the law of vibration is telling you? Nothing rests, everything vibrates. Let me take you step by step because this is a big one. So, everything you do, say, there is an unseen motion. So your vibration. This is where you could go to somebody's house, right? And then you feel there's a vibe, or you could even just turn up there. Okay, okay, I see this nigga's vibe. Do you see what I'm saying? So, mm, are you ready for this? what? Let's keep dancing around it for a second. Let's give you a little more things. So, if there's unseen motion, then you could feel the vibration and nothing rest. Another way of saying that too, this is why we always tell people, man, nothing is hidden. Everything you do, if you did it, people would know about it. You may think people don't see, or people may not even see too, but it's not hidden. Nothing is hidden. As long as you do it, it's it. And this is why you have people just like I do have psychic abilities, then whatever the fuck, it's here, man. It's here. It's here. So what the low vibration is really telling you, what you do in silence is vibrating. What you don't see, there's motions around you. In what was it the Gladiator when he said, "What we do in this life echoes in eternity." You're dealing with vibration here, baby boy, baby girl. When you understand that law, man, this is where, listen, the righteous path, you understand now, you got to do it for yourself. Free game, another spiritual gem or gold. Because we over here, man, we gold diggers. I don't fuck with niggas who not gold diggers, man. What are you digging, nigga? Money? Huh? What you looking for? And I'm referring to the real gold too, though, just so you guys know. And here's something else. It's on the house. A lot of the gold that some of you motherfuckers used to see the Egyptian wearing and all that shit, and then you see other niggas doing that shit too, but a lot of them don't understand. There's a spiritual meaning in gold, man. What they were doing was not to show you or show others we got gold. These niggas was not on that frequency, nigga. Again, if you know the correspondence, do that for yourself, man. Be golden. But anyway, the low vibration. That's why if you truly understand, you do it for yourself, bro. That's why for me, when you do the right thing, you don't you do it for yourself. You setting up that motion. In other words, a big part of your creation too, and I came to realize that it's not so much of what you're saying yes to. It's not so much of you being optimistic, but it's mostly you saying no to the bullshit, bro. It's the bullshit you say no to. It's not like you're gonna be perfect, whatever the fuck is. Like this is all bullshit anyway. Maybe not necessarily all bullshit, but you know what I mean. There's more in terms of what it appears to be, because there's more to everything. But I'm saying all of that to say too, the low vibration is a very powerful one. That once you fully embrace that, and that statement is showing that to you. Because by the student being ready, not knowing where where teacher's coming from, here's something else too. And I'm gonna leave you with something else too. So that goes to show you, but not just that. What you do or whatever the fuck it is, there's a vibration that is being sent as well. When you truly understand all of these laws and see how they apply in your life, it is at that moment, ladies and gentlemen, that you're gonna wake up to realize that you are spirit, you are God. You are not as physical as you think you are, nor is this reality that you're living in. That's what makes it a fucking illusion. And people telling you, be careful, man, don't fall for the bullshit. The cause, that. I mean, you all need it, use it, but don't define yourself with it. That's true When people are talking about worshiping idols, that is true worship idol right then and there. Do you understand? When you understand your true essence, you understand that you take on whatever you choose. When you understand, when you eat bullshit, your body becomes bullshit. What do you do when you want to eat clean, or when you want your body to be clean? What the fuck do? You put clean shit in it. That tells you you become what you eat. That's the I am. Who are you? I am. Know who you are, because you take on the form whatever the fuck you take. You Christian? You wanna okay. Well, you're gonna act like that God. Your speech, your behavior, everything's going to reflect it because that's what that's what your mind is animated by. Then now you have other people who become conscious now trying to rescue you, telling you, hey nigga, there's a bigger way of you how you looking at it is fucking up your life. And again, we're telling you the truth too. Just the same way Jesus tell you are the way. I'm telling you, hey, you are the way. But those are all the things you need to wake up to. But anyway, when the student is ready, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot going on with that student. Oh, you're gonna be a powerful motherfucker. But there's also another one that goes like this too. I believe it's from Rumi. Oh, you gotta get you some of the Rumi's instructions. Not for, belief participation, not to join a certain social clubs, if that's what you're into. But if you're looking for you, then you are everywhere. Then the Bible is talking about you. Then the Quran is talking about you. Then the Gnostic is talking about you. And the Kabbalah definitely is doing a better job at doing all of this by then once you, oh man. Mm, mm. You know what I'm saying? Buddhist, Buddha, you know what I'm saying? All of these shit is trying to describe your existence, who we are. So how can spirituality be something outside of you, man? How can this conversation be cliche? Oh, you want to talk about Dr. Cheyenne, nigga? He has no credential. Fine. Who gives a fuck, man? You should judge a tree by its fucking fruit. Like for me, I mean, shit. Like shit. I guess I'm not trying to jump on that, you know what I'm saying, thing. But you judge a book by its cover. I mean, sorry, you judge a tree by its fruit. And in her case, a lot of you guys are judging her based on her cover. Like for me, that's when I know, like, oh, this bitch bullshit. She was in, I can't recall what she was, but anyway, she said some shit to the, I mean, it was not, then it was just one thing. You know what I'm saying? Even when she was going at this nigga Newton, Cam Newton, I'm like, is that what doctors do, man? And as you can see too, it's one-sided. That's why I always tell you guys, anybody who's coming is teaching you anything that is one-sided, it's not it. And by one-sided, this is what I mean, right? You have the guy. Well, I'm only gonna say his name because everybody knows, right? I only talk about the people everybody knows. All the people I see nobody. I'm waiting on you to. I got a couple more. I'm waiting on you guys to come out and like, oh, man, congratulations. Oh, that's a few of them. But again, the idea is that's not what we're doing. You know what I'm saying in here though. But it's the understanding. right? And it doesn't require for you to follow anybody, including myself, bitches. And following me too, nigga. You losing your mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking weed. I'm drinking. Man, shit, nigga. You don't follow me at all. hmm hmm And guess what? I suck my own dick, man. So don't follow me, please. You know what I'm saying? But if anything I said makes sense to you, man, yo, if there's something you want to do for me, man, yo, just put it, yeah, apply that shit in your, you know what I'm saying, into your life. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll definitely get a shout out too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to shout out the Haiti kid? We good. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, if you say fuck me, fuck you too, nigga. Hmm. Did you notice how I said if you said it first? Nigga, fuck you. Anyway, okay. Let's be serious here, okay? Let's be serious, all right? Spiritual healer. Be serious. Anyway, uh, oh man, that is such a powerful one, bro. Oh, now going back to what I was talking about before, it's like, anyway, then you saw the low vibration is powerful, man. Every action you do, everything you do, especially the ones you do in silence, that's where your power is. Oh, I was talking about the I am. Yeah, man. If you are healthy, well, eat healthy food. You are. You eat bullshit, you put in your body, you are, nigga. It's you. You know? And this is why consciousness is the name of the game. How do we become aware of ourselves to treat ourselves in a better way? That's why I said it. Loving yourself, knowing who you are, is gonna set you free, my niggas. Because two things can be true. In this reality, there's a higher reality within this reality. That's why you need to eat from the tree of life. And that other reality that is being expressed in this reality is showing you there is more to what you see. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can look at somebody else and you could see their limitations. When Jesus even tells you, hey man, let the dead bury the dead. But those people are not entirely dead. What do you mean? You see, that's what you fuckers do. Like, okay, are you talking about the people that already, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Is it the niggas that are, hold on, you already in your coffin? You already, you know what I'm saying? Are they gonna come out like, the Jackson 5, dun, 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 and then they're gonna bury the deads? The other deads? Is that what it means? See, this is why, again, that's what you motherfuckers are doing when you take Jesus literal. Because if you do, then you're gonna have to explain. There's a lot, you're gonna have to do a lot of explanation. Eh, You can simply save yourself, man. Everything is mental. When we speak of life, this life that we're speaking of, when somebody's giving you lessons in life, that's exactly what it is. We're not talking about the trees, we're talking about the lessons. So in other words, it's the dots that you see in the matrix, niggas telling you, hey, this is what life is, man. And then here you are looking at it or listening to it. And then we all go through our ups and downs, life experiences. It's not as physical as you think you are. It is. You see, this is the understanding. Once you wake up to that, that's what's going to make you a true spiritual person. But you're already that, though. But by true, I'm saying like now you are in alignment now. You're like, oh, okay. You're waking up to you. Congratulations, niggas, by the way. So in reality, so then this reality now becomes a set of lessons or sets of energy. That's truly what you're dealing with. I mean, dealing with when you're talking about this life. Oh man, let me tell you. What, the trees, nigga? The elephants, the animals? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to see something here. And even when we're talking about people too. Oh man, narcissism, how people are, people that hate you. Don't. So you're not talking to people as people, bro. I'm saying that to say there's a higher level of consciousness that is required as you're living this life that sets you apart. And that's what Jesus was talking. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. And it's that higher intelligence, call it Christ, call it whatever the fuck you want, that is required for you now to get into the heaven of God, that consciousness, which is that realization or you becoming aware, you waking up to those subtle shit. But there is a direct connection on how you getting to know yourself, and that's what's gonna set you up, set you free from that shit. Again, referring to the actual life that you're already living here. The life you're living here, right now, my niggas. And then when you understand that, this is why, you know what I'm saying, the writing on the walls, all of these things were left for you as a reminder. And even though, and we also understand that too. Do you know what we also understand? This is what makes this like it's a world of illusion. You're sleeping and all that shit. That's why you gotta stay awake, man. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for you. We don't want to go through pain. People are seeking for instant gratification. These things are easier, baby. You know what I'm saying? But to truly put the work in, hey, that's the word. I mean, that's the road less traveled. This is where you don't go with the popular opinions. This is where you're following yourself. And listen, this road is only going to be traveled by you. And the others will walk their own path. And then at this point, you're still going to learn from them, but yours going to have to unfold by itself, though. And here's something else, too. As you walk in the path, it unfolds itself in front of you, man. This is all the magic shit that's taking place around you once you tap in. See, all these things that are being said, those are testimonies, man. I know. That's why I'm saying I'm repeating them, but understandably. Does that make sense? Yeah. Mhm. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be a parrot, nigga. Oh, yeah. So what you say for what, nigga? But when I understand it and I say it, that's the power. That's the alignment. This is, man, being on that frequency, man. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death, man. Oh, I know. Then at this point, then you understand our ancestors, man, what they did. If you see, what is it? The Dark Knight Rise, right? So when Batman was in prison, when he came out, what he did, he had the rope and he dropped it in there, but you got to pull up. That's what our ancestors are doing for us. That's what Jesus did for us. As he came out, that I mean, how do you call that? I mean, for some reason, it's just a French name that's coming in my mind. But as you come out of that little hole, that whatever the fuck, nigga, I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So when he left that for you to quote up, this is what the truth is doing with church. This is how they helping us. This is how when you wake up to that, it's like the truth's been around you all this time. And they're just waiting on you to wake up. That's why there's nothing new under the sun but you, motherfucker. So again, damn, already an hour. I didn't think, but then again, you know what I'm saying? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Give it your own fucking definition, Nick. But that's how powerful this is. And if we're talking about attraction too, right? Because the law of attraction, you know how people say, I don't chase, you know what I'm saying? I'll attract. Okay, all that good shit, right? So there you go. If you're a student, man, just put the work in, baby. As you're putting the work in. This is also showing you too, man. It's not, what I'm saying, the true student, it's not seeking out. Mm. The true student, the reason why the teacher comes out from the outside, because he went in the inside. Because the readiness has to do with something in you. What makes you ready? So you see, if you're seeking for something else, not the kingdom of God, nigga, you bullshitting. You see now, if you talking about the law of manifestation and all you fucking talking about is getting a new car, a house, people don't know how to manifest? That already telling me you don't know nothing about what you're talking about. But it sounds good. We are in this influential fucking everybody wants to be rich. Including me too though. I mean, don't get it fucked up. But not like that. I'm not going down that one. Nor am I doing it this way. Hmm. I will show you better than I can tell you. Do you think it's a coincidence? Or maybe these people are bullshitting? To a certain level, they are. Some of them are. But when they tell you you want to make money, help others, there's a lot of truth to that, bro. There's a lot of books to that, man. A lot of truth to that. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too much into that. But man, how do you get it so wrong? Nobody, none of you motherfuckers got a manifestation issue, bro. The problem is, and that's why it's always gonna hurt because you gotta change. And that's what the learning is. What I realized or how I was able to see it, a lot of us been put where you are landed on earth is on purpose. You are landed where you're supposed to be landed, and everything you landed with is with you. Everything you need is with you. It's within you. Everything, anything you would ever need, you already got. Now you're just gonna have to, what I'm saying, unfold it. This is where you come in. This is when the manifestation is taking place. This is when your growth, your gift, your development, you projecting. Look good, baby. Be beautiful out there. But I was saying that to say, a lot of us, we have, the way people are talking about manifestation is never going to work like that for any of us. Especially, let's just say, if you want to use the term chosen ones. Because a lot of you, what you're going to notice is Either you were put in fucked up families. I mean, you want to talk about God having a sense of humor, huh? You were put in fucked up families, but all of that shit, then that's why they tell you, all of that is to your benefit. It's part of your learning. Shit, for me, God knows, bro. God knows, man. I mean, I make this shit look good, but bro, but that's what transmuting the energy is all about too, though. But I will say that to you. Do you know anybody in God who got it good? Nah, man. I don't know. Not even Jesus, bro. He's the son of God. I mean, I'm using your own term. And those are being said specifically for that too, to let you know, like, shit, he went through it, you're gonna go through it too. You know why? Because it's you. And you him. If you understand, okay, guys like Shaq, Snoop D-O double G, you know what I'm saying? Like they have a great celebrity impact on shit, right? These niggas sell things wherever they put their names, shit will sell it. That's why you see these niggas marketing, selling all these things. But who do you see wearing those things? Who's buying them? It's got to be them. That is the same idea of Christ, my niggas. That is another idea too. When in television, they telling you to steal, whatever. When niggas are talking about Hollywood, waving the one through a vision, they are directing your mind. If don't be subject to that though, but that's how you work. This is why you need to become your own God. It's nothing evil. That's how we work. That's why you need to choose your God. And you got to choose the ultimate God. Are you listening to me? Those are words of wisdom. To the great listeners, I salute you. Stay dangerous, man. Stay dangerous, man. You understand what I'm saying? So this is who you are. That's why you have symbols too, because symbols speak 1,000 words. They speak quicker to you. Then this is what you're calling evil. So therefore, now it got to a point where we are calling our own ability evil. But if you're calling your own abilities evil, how do you grow? How do you even become Christ-like? You'll never become Christ-like. Then you have a picture that shows Christ and you worshiping him instead of understanding and being inspired by him. And he's even telling you to be inspired like him. I mean, for God's sake, is you the bride? I mean, the husband. How would the husband want you though? You would have to be in your fucking best. No, not really. No, let me know. Put me on some games. So again, I'm trying to get you to understand and see it from that perspective. And that's the only perspective you have to look at it from because that's the way you operate. This is why a story, a picture is telling you a million word. And that's what we understand in the power of words. And every Haitian nigga, if you know what you know, before I let you guys go, I'm gonna let you know we have this little thing where, we will tell the nigga a story. And then we tell you know what, somehow, man, I got kicked in my behind and I ended up being in front of you to tell you what I needed to let you know. You feel me? I was just minding my business, and then Spirit somehow kicked me in my behind, and I ended up behind the camera. I don't even know how the camera was on, but I just happened to be behind it. Let it resonate how it does with you, man. Eat your food, nigga. You understand what I'm trying to say? But anyway, man, going back to that, man, you know, you got to open up your mind. The esoteric knowledge in itself is being it's being nigga. Listen, man. It's like it's hey, man. Listen, like you how do you have birth without a father, bro? You call it miracle, yes, but the idea is not for you to worship. It's not literal. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have a mother. Every creation gotta have a mother to give birth. But who's the father is always gonna be God. Showing you from the beginning how you were born. So when you're being put where you're being put, regardless of what it is, man, like Shaq wouldn't be Shaq if it was not from the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Well, at least for me, that's what I believe in. Everything is serving its purpose. There's no coincidence, bro. And this is why, going back to what I was saying, for us, you must suffer because you have to remove yourself from whichever environment you were in. And that removal of that environment, this is where you're going to have to stand up for yourself. This is where doing your shadow work. This is where standing on God. This is where your faith in yourself going to come in. This is where all that shit's going to. But for that, this is where you need your opposition, my niggas. You see how perfect this world is? Now, this world called Earth, this is the set of rules that the Kabbalion is letting you know as you are in this institution. Because you cannot play no fucking game if you don't know the rules, man. And what you don't know is always going to get you. This is why, for me, I became a trafficker of information. Hey, are you following me, my people? I become a follower or a trafficker of information. The name of the game is consciousness, bro. And that's the truth that's gonna set you free. And then, of course, as you understand that, shit, nigga. And this is the misunderstanding too that people have about people who have a lot of money too. You know what I'm saying? Don't be thinking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying the key is not to, you gotta know. You are, man. And I'm gonna leave you with that. But before I let you go, let me see if there's anything else I needed to say I didn't say about this. I'm trying to say. I don't know. But again, but what I truly wanted to say, because what's understood doesn't have to be explained, and that statement meant so much, and it's so much that is being said here. I just wanted to say a little bit a little part of, of some of the things that I was able to decipher within, this statement. But I am sure there's a lot more for you in there. I say, that's what's for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got mine. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm always good for a good meal, man. Like, I'm never gonna pass down on anything good. Nothing, no at all. That's why we eat. Listen, man, we are first class, man. You hear me? We're of quality. You know what I'm saying? So we just do what we do. Be of beauty, man. Be beautiful. But to the pure, all is pure. That's what you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when you complaining about this world to me, I'm like, okay, I'm not that. Listen, to the pure, all is pure. okay. He'll get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what was, listen, I've always wanted to sit among them, the elders, that is. You know what I'm saying? Always being the love of wisdom, too, man. You know? Like when you used to hear certain things, you're like, excuse me, like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, kid, I see you're curious, huh? Always. And then, not just that, too. Do you see how when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? The student is also the teacher. And yes, the student is not the teacher. Now, that in itself is what perfection is. Do you see, and here's something else too, the law of gender right there. The law of gender addresses letting you know pretty much when you fully understand it. For two things to become together, for you to have something greater, it has to be masculine and feminine. For you to become the ultimate Christ, your masculine and your feminine has to come together. You ready for this? The law of gender, these niggas tell you this shit got nothing to do with dick and pussy. You know how I know? Let me break it down for you. You ready for this? Even in gay couples, you have the stud, men, and the lady. Lesbian, niggas, whatever the fuck. So the law of gender right then and there, that's why it has nothing to do with dick and pussy. And this is why too, it's important for you to understand too, even if you're gonna have a relationship, you gotta have gender in it. There's no relationship without gender. In other words, you gotta have a positive and negative for it to come together. And that's what you do when you're a male and a female comes together. The marriage now become one. You have a masculine and a feminine inside of you. Like I have my femininity, my hair, all of these things are feminine traits that I'm really in touch with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I care how I look, nigga. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wearing no Timbs for you, my nigga. Sorry. Uh-uh. I'm too cute. And that shit got nothing to do with gay, none of that shit. And this is why, who was talking about this shit? I can't recall this brother, man. Yo, this nigga he was on a pivot fucking podcast with these niggas. Yeah, he's from, is it St. Louis or some shit? What's that nigga name, man? He's the Captain America nigga, man. This nigga was saying like, he said some shit. Ah, he said a bunch of shit. He said some shit like and this is me supporting what he said. He said some shit to the extent of American masculinity is scary. I wouldn't say scary, but I know what he's saying, and I definitely get it. Not scary, but I definitely get it though. I mean, it's different. It's not scary, nigga. Your teams don't scare me, nigga. You know that? I'm just not doing it because of my family. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I certainly get it. And then me living in America too, seeing how the masculinity is being displayed here, it's more wild. You know what I'm saying? It's not really tamed because with it's as wild as the feminine. It's not truly. I don't want to say balance or it is what it is. But I get what the fuck he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like men that are here, like then you know what I'm saying, they're more, you know what I'm saying, red pills. This is what the red pills are pushing. The red pills type of thing. But anyway, where I was going with this, the law of gender. It just this is saying more. It's showing you, man, even like for you, right? I have both masculine and feminine in me. I think that's what I was talking about. For me to become one with a woman, this is why now, you know what I'm saying? Like I could cook for myself, but bitch, if we're gonna be one now, you're cooking. You know what I'm saying? Just like if something happened in the middle of the night, she's by herself. You know what I'm saying? She knows what to do. That's how all women will survive, bro. They got it in them. They are as masculine, you know what I'm saying? It's we all both. Again, this is not to talk of whichever. This is why here's something else too. To speak of us in separation is the exact problem itself. The law of gender, when we talk of gender, the gender is not to separate or to show how little the feminine is or how big the masculine is or how big the masculine is or how little the feminine is. The law of gender is showing you for something greater to happen, they must come together. And that's what you have when you have your marriage. Not the piece of paper that you go get, but the two of you now becomes one. Because now, me as a man, I'm experiencing my femininity that I could do my hair, all this shit that I'm already doing. Now I could experience that through her. And vice versa, all the shit she could do all herself. Oh, baby, hold me. Which, what would you like me to wear? Would you want me to wear this or that? You know what I'm saying? If you're not around, this bitch know exactly which one to pick, nigga. But she's including you. Be my masculine. Tell me what to do. That's what the bitch telling you. So you know. So this is why you need to understand her, not to put her down, but now oh, baby, get the red one. Just sexy ass. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Not to separate us, but for us to come together. Oh, man. Bunch of stupid motherfucker. Hey, but to the pure, all is pure. You all need it, man. This is why for me, I don't worry about distractions. If anything, I tell them to create more distractions. I'm accountable, nigga. And if you worry about their distractions, how accountable are you? Those who don't know, well, shit. There was a point in my life where I didn't know too. And there's others like me who has the urge to find it, to learn. That's how I got myself out. And then I was lucky enough to find people who are doing what I'm doing now, then who has certain foundation laid down. When the student is ready, the teacher was already there, nigga. The teacher was already just waiting on you. Like, the teacher's waiting on you. The fuck? But anyway, man, hour and a half. Always a pleasure. I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Just know, man, what we're truly doing here, that's what breaking the bread here is. The supper that we're having right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is a piece of me, you know what I'm saying, that I would hope. And by a piece of me, I'll tell you what that means. I mean shit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Again, can you imagine with the language that Jesus is using in the Bible? Can you imagine if this nigga was talking today, man? That would be a whole bunch of pauses. Like, blank, blank, excuse me, what do you mean eating you, sir? You're trying to get us to be what? You know, again, you, this is why it's being said that way too, specifically for it to be like, huh? It's not physical. This is why this type of knowledge is gonna be for the ones who somehow that's gonna talk to them. Isn't that what your Jesus tell you about this being said in parables? Why would he say that? But those who are supposed to hear it, though, they will hear it. They will hear his voice. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what the esoteric knowledge is. It's there to wake something up in you if you have it, though. And here's the thing. And this is what I think some people are saying by some of us who are chosen ones, not chosen ones. I get it. So it all comes down to you, man. Who are you? This is why you are your biggest study. Like you are the biggest thing that can ever happen to you. That's why it is your business to know who you are. Like I said, I am a trafficker of information. It is my business to know. And if you somehow don't find it to be your business to know, here's the bad news I have for you. It's not even a bad news, it just is what it is. Here's the gospel for your ass. What you don't know is always going to get you. Haitien. Down. Mali.